Since I was a kid, I've loved nature. We try and do our best to encourage what we can, conservation-wise, and just having a little hedgehog rescue like this in an area that needs it, it's a small thing that we can do.
Aaron and his wife Kathy run a hedgehog rescue service in the Gloucester area based in a small village called Newent. Here they rescue, rehabilitate and rewild hogs to help conserve their local hedgehog population. Today, Aaron tells us his story, shares some tips on how to care for your local hedgehogs, and releases one of his patients back into the wild.
In this area in Newent, we have quite a big population of hedgehogs. Unfortunately, there weren't any rescues or hospitals. And we thought, it would be a good idea if we set up sort of like a triage place so people could bring us injured hedgehogs and then we'll take them to these hospitals. However, it never quite worked out that way. My daughter brought a hedgehog back the very next day and we decided to start a rescue from there.
Hedgehogs are under threat due to loss of habitat and food, particularly in urban areas. Rescue and rewilding organisations like Newent Hedgehog Rescue are at the front line, working hard to restore and conserve hedgehog populations.
When a hedgehog comes to us, we assess, we deal with it the best we can, we use the vets we've got and then rehabilitate them and get them straight back out to where they've come from. That's the idea. Generally, most of the ones that come in are dehydrated, cold. Hedgehogs' mothers coming in with babies where their nests have been disturbed, or we've had lots of orphan babies that have come in due to the mother abandoning the nest for whatever reason, could be disruption. We also have had injuries. This one down here is number 093, also known as Mrs. Chips, because she was found by the local chip shop down the road. She came to us and she was covered in potato. So she had like a lion's mane of potato chips. We managed to clean her up and now she's just on medication.
Hedgehogs are nocturnal animals, however they are sometimes spotted during the day. Knowing when to intervene or rescue a hedgehog can help support your local population.
You see a sizable hedgehog in the day that is sunbathing, that looks thin, ill, lethargic, or wounds and injuries, such as you can see a lot of them have trimmed spines on the front of their head. If you see juveniles out without their mother, or even babies without their mother, something's happened. There's never always one, there's always more, so you'll find that more comes, so you try and get as many as you can, find a nest, see what's going on, and then you can bring them to us as well. If you do see a hedgehog moving with purpose, which is like running around the garden, pulling up grass, grabbing fluff, things like that, in the daytime, nothing wrong with it. It's a female, it's making a nest, it's about to have babies, and it's panicking. Sometimes in the winter, when they should be hibernating, they'll wake up, they'll feed, and then they'll go back to sleep.
Seeing a hedgehog in your own garden can be a great experience. Knowing how to care and look out for your local hedgehogs can turn that one experience into a nightly event during the summer and help keep your local hedgehogs healthy.
They need water, that's the main thing. In a shallow bowl so they don't drown. Food as well, be handy. We tend to use dry cat food or dry dog food. You can use wet cat food or dog food or specific hedgehog food. If you've got a pond in your garden, make sure there's a place they can get out. They're great swimmers, but they can't get out of the pond, so you put a ramp in or something similar so they're able to climb out easily. We have a hedgehog house, which we hope that hedgehogs use. When you're strimming or lawnmower cutting your grass and things like that, or chopping things down, just go through it first and make sure there's nothing in there. Creating hedgehog highways, make holes in the fences and walls, just so our hedgehogs to move in and move out. Their natural territory is probably about 1 mile to 2 miles a night. Encouraging insects such as butterflies and beetles, that's their natural food. Make a nice viable ecosystem in your gardens, in your urban areas. It's fantastic because that'll keep the hedgehogs coming.
Today, Aaron is releasing one of his hospital's hedgehogs. There are a lot of things to consider when rescuing and rewilding hedgehogs in order to give them the best chance for long-term survival.
The hedgehog releasing today was one of a family. This one come from a nest that was disturbed when somebody was ripping up their decking. The mother wanted to go. The babies were going to be left and abandoned, so we caught the mother and put the babies into a box, well, 2 boxes, and we carted them back here. Generally, we release hedgehogs back to where they come from. But when you've got babies that have never left the nest before, you've got a lot more scope to release them in a new area, providing there's other hedgehogs in that area, no badgers, and no inherent dangers we would be happy to release. And also that they would get care over that period to release. We expect the people there that we release to just put water out and food out every night, potentially have a hedgehog house or an area that hedgehogs can nest and sleep at night, like a log pile or under a shed or something. So we're able then to release these babies into new areas, which we believe would strengthen the gene pool. We released 3 hedgehogs from different mothers to this area already, and this one's from another mother as well. So that's 4 new bloodlines, hopefully, fresh bloodlines in the area, which will strengthen the genetic pool. At the beginning, you're all really enthusiastic. Like, oh yeah, I've got a hedgehog in, yeah, we're gonna save it, release it. Sadly, a lot of them don't make it, and that's quite heartbreaking. But when you ultimately release that hedgehog back to the wild, it makes everything worth it, absolutely worth it. And that is what our ultimate goal is, to be able to watch them just go. And that's fantastic. There she is, isn't it, sir? Fantastic. Another happy hedgehog.
If you'd like to see more conservation in action stories, please click like and subscribe.